you're going to be on X. Sensichan, you're going to be on purple. Zucker, Skull, Chlor, X. Do I have one more? Tide Fury, purple. In that order, that's how you're going to take turns interrupting them. Right. Don't want to catch anyone off guard. We're going to start pulling trash. We're already behind.
Wait, I'm sorry. I was looking at my healing assignment. Did you say I needed to interrupt something or no?
You don't have an interrupt. I don't
I
believe.
have a... Well,
Yeah,
If you can, buddy, sneak that shit in there.
If you see it get past 50%, then feel free.
Hey
All right,
guys, watch pad, right?
Is it coming?
No,
That's on the left.
Just be
Way down.
aware. Yeah.
Yeah, we're pulling them up. Don't put totems down here. We're bringing them
Everybody
back.
should be up top.
We're bringing them back. Everyone come back.
Blocks, make sure you have cursed tongues on each of them.
Fuck, I did the thing. First damn interrupt.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Don't stand in fire, please.
Smart ass.
Yeah, I was not ready for that. Run back.
If you die, just release and run back, please.
There we go. Had a wild X.
Alright, that Shadow Bolt Volley is what we do not want to be cast, ever.
There we go. But yeah, you saw it. Shadowbolt volleys go out. They destroy everybody. Yep. That's pretty much how the poll will start out as.
This is what I call acceptable losses.
Let's have the fag, cursed tongue, skull, bolt, X, Credence, the third target. You guys should be cursed tonguing as soon as the poll starts. It's just for these pools. Curse elements not that as important as curse of tongues.
Right. Which way did the pack go? Which way is it coming?
I went left.
Oh, the pack's on this side. Just wait for the pack. Don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, just wait for.
Speaking of which, I've been waiting a while to do this. Anyway.
Anyone who want to go run Heroic Blood Furnace? It's right up there. It shouldn't be very hard.
Dude, no. Fuck that place.
You can't pay me. I mean, you can, but
It wouldn't be nearly enough.
Blocks, get ready. Pat's coming.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing it right here where we're standing.
So healing team, this is one of those troll-ass dungeons where they put Unstable Affliction down.
But I want to save you.
I know, I did it too.
Same process, but we're gonna pull them down there. Locks, have your targets ready?
We're going.
Wait till everybody gets here. Late. Hold.
Yeah, fire bad.
It's not a fire hazard until someone gets hurt.
Excuse me, it's a thermal event.
Okie dokie. Essentially, this is going to be the same fight with these ads. There's going to be 5 platforms. We're going to have 1 tank and heal per platform. We're going to divvy up the interrupts for the platforms. As each one dies, the other ones get more powerful. So when they cast, their attack speed will go up. Up. It's going to be faster. So you have to be prepared for a quicker cast on these guys. Boops will be main tanking Mag, so he will be on Skull. After Skull's dead, he will help with interrupts and helping keep the room secure until Mag is released, in which case he will take him to the very back of the room. Warlocks, you were essentially on ad duty. The Infernals that come down, they need to be banished instantly as soon as they hit the ground. Be ready for it. Any that can't be banished need to be feared, and all the warlocks need to keep an eye on fears. Because when it comes off fear, it needs to be feared again. We don't have tanks designated solely to tank them, so warlocks, you are essentially range tanking these ads. Any debuffs and whatnot that you can give onto the platforms, we need it. But the priority is making sure those ads do not kill our healers, because they're going to generate a shit ton of heal aggro as these things are getting feared running around. The platform order is going to be Boops on Skull, Edom on X, Brass on. I'm sorry. Yep. Edom on X. Q will be on square. I'm sorry. Brass will be on square. Q will be on purple. Sanjeet will be on moon. Those will be the tanking assignments. I gave. I didn't write them all down. I had the interrupt assignments. Does anyone remember the ones that? Because we had them organized by platform by cooldown speed. Because we specifically wanted to split up the mages. The shaman has the quickest, I believe, right now. Is that 10 seconds? 8?
I think it's 8 on Earthshock, right?
Tide Fury, you will be on moon. High damage, you will be on purple. Sen, you will be on square. Smashed, you will be on X for interrupts. Zucker, I want you on Skull. Chlor, I want you on X. As they die, just kind of, I guess, a leapfrog. Zucker, when Skull goes down, you're going to start helping interrupt on blue. When X goes down, Chlor, you're going to help interrupt on purple. Because they're going to keep coming quicker and quicker, and we don't want to stack all our interrupts on just the one. That just leaves healing assignments and clicking assignments, right? Am I leaving anything out thus far?
Healing assignments won't change. Each person maintains their own tank while one flexes in the middle.
Okay, thank you.
So for clickers, I'm going to be on the X one, but for interrupts, you want to be on the square one, or do you want me to interrupt on X?
The clicking assignments after these mobs are die, whatever Sanji assigned for your kicks and tanks and DPS, that's what we're doing. But once these ads are dead, we're calling out clicks. It's in that order. First click is, for example, for X, first click is you, Miku. So remember where X is at. So whenever we're getting ready to click, that's where you need to be.
X is the southwest. Skull is very south. Moon is southeast. Are we doing click assignments by group? Is that how we're doing it?
Yeah, it's a sequence for each platform is what he's doing.
Okay. If it helps, what you can do is press O, and that'll bring up your social menu, and then at the bottom right you can see raid. If you open that up, and you'll see there's the groups 1, 2, 3, 4 to 8 or whatever. If you click and drag on your specific group number, and you drag that out, you can see all the people that are in your group in the order that they are listed in the raid interface.
The only one that's going to be different is Square and Moon, because I have to move some of the things in there. I don't want to make too many healers click.
Understandable. And where group 5 is clicking which one?
Edom, Sanj, and Edom and Sanj is on Square.
Awesome. Yep. Yeah, I just saw it. Thank you. I believe that's it, right? Infernals, clicks, interrupts. The only thing we're missing is the big ceiling falling down, right?
No, there's one more set of assignments that need to go out. Because there's 5 platforms.
Tanks, interrupts, and heals.
I didn't do a rate warning on the last one. So know where your interrupt is. Know where your clicking is. So the first it goes from left to right. First person, second, third, fourth, and etc. The only other thing we're missing is the cave-in. Make sure you save your health stones for the cave-in. Right after cave-in, pop your health stones, please. For clicking, when you do click, just right-click on it and don't move, don't do anything else. Just right-click one time. If you click it multiple times, it will stop casting. Click it one time, even if it doesn't look like it's working, chances are it's working. Hold it as long as you can. Do not die from it, but hold it as long as you can.
We
The
will
reason
tell you
is
when it's interrupted.
you can stop it as soon as he's interrupted, but the longer you hold it, the more damage he takes. He takes a deep. When the beam's on him, he gets a debuff that increases damage taken. As soon as one person stops, everybody else can stop. There's no point in you keeping the beam on him.
Right.
But like I said, try to hold it as long as you can. When you're about, say, 50% health, just move away. Stop it.
All right, putting it ready to check out, making sure there's no questions, making sure.
I have one question real quick.
Yes.
I get that my healing assignment is on Edom. But since it's on, or he's tanking X for the Shadowcaster things, once that is done, like once that enemy is dead, and I'm assuming that he's not going to be taking damage, should I be spot healing or should I still
Yes,
be?
we're going to be spot healing after
Okay.
your tank's no longer tanking because we don't
Okay.
have enough healers to fill all.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
go
and
straight
I
to the raid.
didn't see my name put as a clicking assignment, so just literally go around and try to just keep as many people alive as possible.
Yes.
That, and if your name is not assigned, you're a floater. If somebody that's assigned to click dies, one of the floaters have to call it out and pick it up. If you are a clicker and you're supposed to be clicking next and you die, make sure you call it out and what position you're in.
Can we just real quick run through the clicking assignments one more time?
Skull, we're going from Keanu, Sing, Haro, Kudos. X is Senji, Smash, Tide, and high damage. Square is Selly, Edom, Sanj, and Dev. Diamond, Bless, Natsu, Men, Grieve. Moon is Zucker, Chlor, Defag, and Bold. Just remember which one yours and what position you're in. If you're the third one on the list, that means you're the third person to click. Can I get a fix on Palibus for Hunters? Whoever's doing salve on Hunters, please put Mike, please.
No salves on hunters?
We shouldn't need it.
Okay. So I'll take mine.
Bless is a good idea. Let's see if every clicker goes to their spot.
Yeah, real quick. If you've been assigned to click on a certain mob, go and stand by your thing.
All right, real quick. The interrupters for these casters, they're channelers. Who are you assigning to what position here? Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you mean the order, the interrupt order per thing?
Well, I just wanted to make sure that everything is getting interrupted, that each channeler is being interrupted. Do we have all our interrupters delegated out to the right locations? Yeah.
Well, Tide Fury, you were on Moon.
Moon. Okay, that's what I needed to know.
Okay. Are there any interrupters that don't know what platform they're supposed to be starting on?
Yes, most of Group 2 is on X. That's to answer your question, high damage.
Was that a click question or an interrupt question? I'm sorry.
That was a click question.
I had everybody at square. I was supposed to be at square.
I was over there. All right. So now let's get. We're going to get into our starting positions for tanking, healing, interrupting, which are different from your clicking positions.
Apparently, we're waiting on Mend. He has to shit himself.
If he's gonna be gone, I'm gonna try to beat him back. I just need the bio real quick.
Don't fall
And
in.
then the DP. He's not near his tank, right? Oh, big crap incoming.
You gotta go. You gotta go, man.
Listen, you do make love, not Warcraft. Just bring out the bedpan, it's fine.
Min is in position, but his tank may die.
The South
It's
Park
not-
episode. Ma, where's my poop bucket?
Yeah. Why don't we just get a drink while Min shits?
Cheat the devil. Oh. That's not something I wanted to know.
Candy. Shot.
I assumed he didn't.
That was awfully quick, bro.
Okay. You can smell it, right?
Damn, dude, he didn't even wipe. Nasty.
He's just grinding against his office chair. It's fine.
Grody,
All right.
motherfucker.
We're standing next to our starting positions. Since we told people to go get a drink just a second ago, I'm gonna give a ready check to make sure everyone's back. If we get the green light, we're gonna go ahead and give this a look-see so that everyone can see and feel it. Warlocks, don't sleep on those infernals, man. They're gonna put you to work.
Also, don't worry about your damage. This is more about survivability and doing the mechanics.
That is correct if you want to kill.
Yeah, in fact, if you just want to close your DPS meter, no one's going to look the other way.
That
Bring
would
up your
normally
healing
help.
meter so I can brag about it later.
Yeah, just waiting on Hotto and Devastation.
Yeah, one more thing. The Infernals will have a chance to spawn on top of you. Move out of it because he leaves a fire patch.
Yes, and they hurt.
They do.
Badly.
I think that was Jita that just spoke, right?
I'm here.
Oh, yeah, everyone's here then.
So I was gonna grab a drink.
Not to mention they normally go right towards the target that they fell on too, so if they don't get CC'd immediately, well, you're probably going to take an AoE tick and a melee hit.
Alright, let's focus up. We're green, we're pulling. Give the tanks time. Let's not make this a clusterfuck, please.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're gonna be lusting after Skull dies. Sing. Gold, watch aggro. Piano.
I had my Fane ready.
Curse of Tongues fell off a moon. Oh, I got feared. I can't interrupt it. I got feared.
I'll come help with Moon.
Pick up the
abyssals.
Yes, target needs tank.
Grass, where'd you die?
In the back, I grew
Picking up square.
and I grabbed it and it fucked me up pretty good.
Picking up square. Moving back to position.
Whoever's got X, take square off of Boops when he's dead.
We got a bunch of infernals running around in the back here.
Oh, Infernal just one-shot me.
Moving on to square. Locks, your focus should be the Infernals, not DPSing. That's all locks.
Do I use Soulstone?
My hero just got killed from a infernal.
Me as well.
Back of the room.
Okay. I'm picking up mag.
Purple needs Moon needs to get picked up.
Yeah, we got an Infernal. He's running amok. Moon is down.
Alright, we're done. Everybody to the feign death, DI, whatever you can.
Kudos down.
Yeah, this is the light.
Yep, that's fine. Let's get back in.
It was
Get
good
back
at the
in,
start.
reset it. Yeah, we got to see it.
Yep.
How many heals got off?
Yeah, that actually that fucking attempt was all on me because I got distracted and I didn't heal Brass and he got one shot. Yeah.
So, how many?
No, like
Hold on.
we just needed more warlock support at the back. That's fine.
How many healings got off?
How many
On
what?
Skull, at least one.
Yeah.
The
How many
Shadow Valley,
mobs?
at the start of the pull, the Shadow Bolt Valley is not as important as the heals. As we progress and kill more, yes, the Shadow Bolt Valley becomes more important.
How many?
By then, we should have more kickers on each mob.
How many mobs were alive when the boss was active?
One, swear.
3 mobs were alive when the boss was active.
Wait, really?
We only killed 2 guys. The third one was still dying. 2 of them in the back were still running around killing people.
Okay.
Not
Yeah,
Infernals.
too many heals off.
You mean the guy?
Yeah, channelers.
Channelers. There you go.
That's what I was trying to explain. At the start of the pull, when all 5s are up, the kickers should be focusing more on the heals than anything else. When we're down to about 3 mobs, then you should be cooking both heals and Shadow Bolt. By then, we should have more than enough kickers, because whoever's on the first 2 should be on the other 3. We can take the first few Shadow Bolt volleys. It's not a problem.
Having been the kicker several times, I want you to get all of the interrupts at first, because we can't heal through it or we'll die. But you need to prioritize the heal over. The first 2 are going to be Shadow Bolts. They're not even going to have enough health missing to try to heal. So don't let that early shit go by.
Still a good attempt. Keeping Brass up. We do have 3 warlocks, so it is tight. We knew it was going to be tight with 3. We were pushing for 4. Oh, do we have 4?
We have 4.
Still, it's probably felt tight even with 4. But we do have to stay on it. And I know that might suck. It might not feel fun, but it is really, really important because, again, we don't have idle tanks just standing around picking up infernals. Generally, the ones we have, when they get done with their target, they're trying to help with something else, like interrupts. And when they can, they will try to keep an infernal off a healer. But they're not going to be able to tank it indefinitely. We still need it feared. We still need it banished.
Yeah, for warlocks, don't worry about your DPS too much. We need the infernals under control.
Infernals and curses.
We need to stack Skull and X.
I'm sure y'all can get that. Yeah. Boost just carry Skull 2X.
Well, hold on. Yeah, no. Let's move X to Skull because they like to go pretty hard on Skull, and we do need it.
Makes more sense even.
Yeah, but still, yeah, I like to cleave.
Okay,
Well,
so
one thing that you may want to consider is swapping the Skull and X marks and have, like you mentioned, have X brought the Skull, because if we're going around the room over to where Square is and then Diamond, going that route, then it would just be quicker for all the DPS to shift from that second platform rather than the first one. Keep everything else the same, just have the tanking being done over where X is currently at.
Yeah, and usually whoever's tanking Square, Diamond, and Moon is supposed to bring it over to X as we burn them down. Once one mob gets to about 20%, you start moving the next mob in.
All right, so it'll look like this then. All right, and then so skull goes down, and when we're on X, we move square over to it, and then when X goes down, we start moving purple, and then so on and so forth. Is that what you're talking about?
Just have a star and purple stacked on each other. When we go to square, kill square, then go over to the other two and just kill them.
There you go. Reduce movement. I like it. All right.
There's no reason in having them all spread out. Just have them grouped up. Helps with heals. Helps with warlocks being able to just go to one single spot to get rid of shit instead of having to run around the room.
Yeah, all if you're tanking X, you're still tanking X. It's just that we moved the two little targets, so you're still tanking X. You're gonna move it over to skull. I'll move mine over to purple so that it's more like a collapse.
Okay, so at the start you want to tank everyone at the same place except for I move mine over to yours, and after both bars are down, we're going towards which one? Purple? Or are we going square next?
Yeah. Do we want to move square anywhere?
We can essentially, if the idea is to reduce movement, then yeah, we should X should collapse to skull.
And then once those two die, you just move over to Diamond and Star and then kill those. And by the time Diamond's about to die, Mag will be coming out. Diamond will die, or Star, whatever one you want to kill last, and then move into Mag.
Yeah.
That's how I do it on my kills.
There's one in the middle there that you glossed over.
No. Skull dies, then X, and then X collapses onto Square. Square dies, and you just go over to Star and Diamond.
Wait, the whole point was to go from skull to square to purple, and that's why we're having X come to skull, because X is the next kill. So the DPS doesn't have to move every kill.
Yeah.
They're only moving once or twice.
X and Skull are on top of each other. Once Skull dies, X and Square collapse. They're on top of each other now.
Yeah.
Once both of those die, you go over to the other side of the room where Diamond and Star are at. Kill them. As the last one's about to die, Mag comes out, and then you have like 2 or 3 infernals left. They get banished, and we're on Mag.
That's way too much. Why? That's way too much information, and don't move the things around.
So X and
we're
Skull are
changing too much.
stacked. X and Skull are stacked.
Yes,
we kill them. We go over to Square. We kill Square. We go over to Diamond and Star since they've been stacked on the right side of the room. We kill them. Mag comes out. We kill Mag.
Easy.
Yeah, it's very easy.
All right, do we got buffs? Let's look at a ready check.
And if there's an MD up when Mag is being pulled, can you go ahead and MD me? Give me the lead I need.
All right. Where'd you go, Sanji? I'm interrupting your target, right?
Yeah, me and you, we're now on Star.
Star.
Same platform, just different color.
Oh, same platform. Okay.
And remember your clicking spots still.
All right.
I'm still doing X, right? For Mag interrupts.
Yes, the platforms are still.
The assignments in themselves haven't changed. It's just the location of them.
Okay.
Yeah, this is why I don't like changing a whole bunch of things in between polls. It just makes everything longer. It's green, so let's get this. Putting 10 seconds on the clock. Give the tank time.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bring X over with Skull.
Heal one up.
Oh.
Transfer over to X.
Bring him.
Get ready, Tide Fury.
The hell?
Alright,
Get smacked by Infernal. We're chilling.
Mag is up in 20 seconds.
Oops, get ready.
Cell, move over here. Other way.
Mend was brass your assignment?
Yeah.
Got it.
You want me to get Mend up?
Yeah.
Get him.
Moving Mag to the back.
Clickers, get ready. Nova in 15.
Star is loose.
Oh.
Need a tank on Star.
Tide Fury's down. I think I'm third in the
Luke is dead.
rotation.
They're halfway full already. Many went out.
I lagged out. I think I'm dead.
Shadow bolts.
VI paying that.
Diamond's free.
Yeah, I'm
That's why.
IDC.
Well, I think it was a way better attempt, and we need soul stones on the beginning. I got smacked by an Infernal.
Again, when Magtheridon
What
was
the-
released, how many were alive?
They just didn't kill me.
Happens sometimes.
2 was up. Well, 2.5. Diamond was almost dead, but he got mended back to half out.
Yeah, I think one heal went off on one of the other ones.
So that's about on point, right? That's what we were thinking. We were going to have 2 up whenever he went live.
Finishing one with 1 left. That's pretty standard. So our interrupts are still not. They're not it.
Who's better? My guy got dark mending off right before he was about to die. At like 2% of the X got a dark mending off.
I think warlocks are getting the flow of that thing that look cleaner.
Yeah, the Infernals was a lot cleaner.
Your DPS is not as important as the interrupts. Please focus on that specifically. If there's a gap that we need to fill somewhere, let us know and we'll try to work it out with the pieces of this puzzle that we already have.
Well, DBM bugged out.
We're on our way, man.
DBM bugged out. Apparently, it's about 3.5 minutes to my record victory.
Oh, nice.
Hey, me too.
Yeah, right?
We can beat that easy.
This is a kind of an open question. We're shooting back and forth with each other. Not that we want to try it, but why don't they just all collapse together at the beginning?
The general strat for that is to all collapse together at the beginning and then have your raid stack out of the range of Shadowbolt Volley.
What?
Shadowbolt Volley has an outer range that you can stack out of.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense to me, but what do they do that makes that the wrong play?
They don't.
If you have 5 Shadowbolt volleys go out at the same time.
That's
Yeah,
wrecked
that-
of course, yeah.
Yeah, that's mainly the issue with it.
At least if they're spread apart, you could mitigate the damage. But the only people that should be hit by it's the one that's closer to them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Our
the-
channel got like two shadow volleys and it only hit me and I think Brass, and that's it. It was
Yeah.
like, okay.
So the super sweaty strat for this, as far as I know, is that you have 3 tanks, 2 tanking 2 each, stacked at one side of the room. You have your ranged and healers stacked on like 40 yards ish away, because that's the outside the range of shadow bolt volley, and then you do it like that. But that's the you don't mind your tanks and melee DPS getting hit with 5 shadow bolt volleys at once.
Yeah, I remember 3 tanking and collapsing myself, but nobody seems to do that right now.
It's just because of it's a numbers thing right now. It's just hard to do. It's just hard to do that with phase 4, phase 1 here.
So it look better.
Yeah, I think repetition's the key now.
Tighten up, catch those heals. Yeah, we'll just once we establish aggro, go ahead and move with your interrupter and your healer. You just don't want to outpace either one of them whenever we do the collapse. But we're not wanting the 5 stack, right? That's where every single person's in range of all the volleys.
Just do what you can, Zucker. That's the whole point. Because by the time we get down to 2 mobs, almost everybody should be split between the 2 mobs. Right? Basically, your interrupt job is never going to be done until all the mobs are dead.
Yeah. You don't just have a target, you have an interrupt job.
I'm curious. I don't actually know. Are the Infernals sleevable for warlocks?
You talking about enslaving them?
Yeah, I don't know whether or not they are. I'm just curious.
I think they're immune to it. I've never seen anybody enslave it.
Yeah, they'd have to be, dude, because people would do that in a heartbeat.
What does it take? Like 2 banishes and the despawn?
Right. Who's missing their buffs? Looks like we're good. All right. Green light. I'm putting 10 seconds on the board.
Let's do this.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Start bringing them over. You know?
Oh, come on.
Proto does not have an interrupt.
Can I lust that?
Okay, gonna bring Square over.
Bring Square over.
Can't get the med.
You got fear, chain fear, Brass, pop something. You got.
I got him.
You're on square.
Use down. Diamond's free.
I'm gonna heal Senjit
Who's
then.
down?
Oops.
Infernos.
Oh, the channeler's free. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, kudos that.
Alright. Pretty sure this is wiped.
Yeah,
A
you
little
can't
bit.
lose anybody. This is not a fight where slop is allowed.
Hey guys, I'm up to try stacking them up and getting the healers a little far away.
The issue with it isn't that it's possible, it's the fact that we have to be able to out heal five shadow bolt volleys going out at once.
Yeah,
No, I
we
mean,
could do it if you're
if we keep ourselves out of range, that won't happen to us. I mean, healers.
It's not to you, it's to the tanks and the melee, the interrupters.
Yeah. If all 5 of those go off, which reasonably they shouldn't, but we have Shadow Ball volleys going off. So if they all go off at once, that's going to kill some of our interrupters, and then the men's are going to go off almost guaranteed.
Yeah. Okay.
The best you can do is do 3 and 2. And then lust at the start.
Do we have a repair bot? Maybe.
I have repair bots.
Yeah.
You guys want one now?
I can use one, yeah, because I'm all fucking yellow.
Bad men. Did you not repair after Gruul? How could you?
I can tell, man. I don't know. 40 she repair.
Also, who are our best single target healers? Because we should probably put them on the back as well. Near Senjit and Kudos.
See, single target, it'd probably be Devastation and Duck. Are you spec? What are you spec?
I'm spec Holy with just enough points and disc to get spirit buff.
Okay. So I didn't have any health problems the entire time. So any person who's like more AoE centric or has less gear should probably be on me.
All right. Let's get buffed up.
So am I staying on Edom or are we moving around?
Let's stick with it for. Why do you have Surge of Light? I don't know. Okay. Duck Fix is equivalently statted for single target as the rest of us, so it should work out fine. I don't know what Silithia's spec as though.
Yeah, the only thing I gave up from Healing Tree is Circle, and I feel like I never use it.
Waiting on Mend and Duck.
Sorry, I thought I hit ready on the check, but I guess I didn't.
Just make sure you know your click orders, just in case everything goes right.
Both of them are.
Way better work on the elementals, by the way, man. I was chilling. And I usually not.
Alright, we got a green light. Putting 10 seconds up on the board.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sakurip now too.
Alright, bring Skull over.
We got 3 brass.
Adam?
What's that?
Yeah, I just got one shot by a fucking Infernal.
Bring Skull that way. Or square. Sorry.
Last if you can, please. We got a battle rest, get a hold.
That's Jimmy going off.
I mean, it's to me going off to begin with.
Yeah, that hurts.
Like, I mean, how many people do we have to interrupt? And there's just so much going off. There's heals and Shadowball volleys. Like, we're not going to kill this if that keeps happening.
Yeah.
Like, we need to work on that.
Way too many Dark Mannings going off, guys.
And then on top of that, we just need to up our DPS. Because on top of everything not being interrupted, I'm too low on mana, too low on health to life tap myself to actually even throw out a banish or a fear. Like, I know I said DPS doesn't matter too much, but right now our DPS is way too low to even do the first phase.
Who's assigned on Kudos?
They're all I got, man.
For healing or what?
For healing assignments. Who's on Kudos?
Slithia.
Slithia, switch with me and heal Boops. I'll heal Kudos.
Okay.
Boops is on Skull for reference.
If you ask
It's
me,
just the Infernals that keep killing me.
Yeah. Healing aggro is a pain in the ass because you're healing the tank and suddenly, oh, an Infernal,
Yeah.
oh, he wants a hug. Bye.
Yeah, also, we're basically, until at least Skull is down, we're locked out of battle rests in the first phase. because we only have 2 druids and we're both tanking.
Yeah, once the first phase is clean, then you can start talking about the accidental, maybe battle res 1 or 2 guys, but before then, it's not. There's no point.
Yeah.
Please type in raid which mob you are interrupting. The rest of you who are interrupting, please type in raid who you're interrupting.
Zucker should be interrupting somebody. There should be a Tide Fury answer.
Yeah, the main issue is the overlap of the interrupts. If you talk it out, and mages should be first in the list because they have like freaking 30-second cooldown or something like that, right?
Yeah, we understand that mages have a hard lot here with this. Their primary goal is only to interrupt the men.
Yeah.
That's all they can do. That's what they're for.
Before second.
I don't know to say Natsu.
So what are we saying the target is? How many interrupts are we short? Because the 24-second, right? They can't hold somebody down. Am I understanding that correctly?
I'm pretty sure, and I think someone else might know the timing better on this. They can handle the heal specifically. Like that timer should be around the same time for like a 24-second interrupt.
Yeah, they're definitely stuck to heal only.
Yeah. So for the sake of argument, then you just hold yours for the heal, and we'll just have to work around you.
All right.
Hold on. Who's interrupting Skull?
That explains something.
There's only one person on Skull who can interrupt it, right?
I see 2 on X, which makes
The
sense
tanks interrupt?
because Smash T is interrupting X.
Yeah,
being
I try to
covered-
get the interrupts out when I can.
He's being covered by
Depends on the
Mage.
Can you specifically get the heal for Skull?
Yeah, probably, but
All he can.
yeah. I'm getting the heal when I can, but hit capped is sad.
Smash T, you the man. Or the woman. I don't know.
Let's get a ready check. And I mean, like, what? There's no one to move, right? Boops is just gonna have to cover the heal.
Yeah, boops for the heal. I got 2 on X. Square. Will answered me in a whisper. Star. So who's on purple?
Keanu, can you start with misdirect the Boops on Skull? Sing right after him. We'll burn less at the start. We'll burn down Skull real fast.
Yeah. It's probably going to be the only play.
Do a timer. Keanu, first misdirect.
Yeah, high damage is on purple.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sing, misdirect, please. Get a lust up. Sing death. If you can't feign death, move on to X. You're about to pull.
Bring Skull or Square over.
We get a fear or banish on the abyssal. That's on X. Thank you.
Burning Abyssal near Diamond.
I'm dead. I can't do anything about it, bro.
Oh, that's fair.
No interrupts now on Diamond.
Mags is coming up in 2 seconds.
Half the rate's good.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Is that what happened with that one? It got prolonged by a heal? I didn't get to see.
X lived a little bit longer than anticipated. And then when he went down,
Looked like we were moving and shaking. I looked up. We had everybody. I think when Skull or X died, and then we lost quite a few in short order. Was that a volley or were those infernals?
We also the marks are getting moved too soon as well.
Okay.
Hunters can interrupt, correct?
No.
No.
I think they can't respect full arcane or full.
No, they can't.
Marksman, right? Oh, it's not a hard interrupt, is it? It's a silence.
Yep.
Oh.
Are we getting Curse of Tongues out on the mobs as well or no?
Yep.
Only at the beginning, then we don't see them for a while.
Well, because we're dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see a Curse of Tongues on one of the mobs. Luckily, we got the Dark Mendings countered, but it was a little scary.
Yeah, I'm gonna bow out, guys. I don't think I have the hit rating for this. I've missed a couple times. They've resisted. So
On the heels or just in general?
just the interrupts. I'm trying not to do any damage until we get down to mag, because I hit the global cooldown on my interrupt. I have to wait for it to come all the way back around, and by that time he's already got his cast off. And even if I'm not, and he resists this, he's getting that mend off or he's getting that volley off. So I don't think I have enough hit rating. I'm probably pretty close, but anyways.
Wait, you're an
are you
accident,
using?
right? That's Tide Fury, I believe.
Yeah, Tide Fury. So I'm gonna hearth out.
I can, instead of that, I can just come to you immediately. Instead of, I can just go straight to yours. If you feel like yours is kind of weak, between the two of us, we should at least be able to get the Dark Mending down. So we can try it like that. And you were on Moon? Or Diamond?
We're logged off already.
Oh yeah, he's already left.
So here's a question, because we haven't really seen it yet, but what are the healing requirements typically look like for post phase 1?
It's nothing. It's a joke.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was wondering.
after phase 1.
The only big thing you have to worry about is when he shakes the ground, you jump around the entire room, you're at half health again. You just heal back up. If you get your clicks done, Blast Wave is not a problem at all. It's just phase
all
1.
of us have at least some mana going into phase 2, we're fine.
Well, that's why I'm asking, because the first attempt that we did, where it was going fine, I was at I don't know, 6k mana whenever Mag came out, but people were dying to Infernals. But in the last couple of attempts, we've had a lot of Shadow Volleys go out towards the end, and dealing with those on people, I was completely out of mana when Mag came out, and so I mean, we're talking about reducing the number of Shadow Volleys, but
yeah.
Once Mag is out, it's not as intensive. Because the only real raid-wide damage is the bouncing thing he does, the ceiling falling, and for people that's clicking. That's it.
What we can do what we can do is we can have range stand at max range. Like if you're ranged attacking on the Skull or X, you should be at max range to avoid Shadow Ball Volley. That'll help cut down on healing requirements for phase 1.
That's not going to help, because then we'll be in range of somebody else's Shadow Bolt Volley that'll come off. We're still going to get hit.
We're not ranging Shadow Bolts. That's not happening.
The only way you solve that problem is you have all 5 of them stacked in one spot. That's the only way that's going to work. Otherwise, that plan will not happen.
Listen, guys. There's a certain you can't just come in here and powerhouse through it. You're not gonna bring 1500s in here and gimmick the fight. We were really close. We were really close on interrupts to begin with. We weren't like we were beneath what our target was shot for. We didn't get the signups. We didn't get people to show up. We filled with DPS and other things. We're short on heals. trying to come in here. If we lose an interrupt, if anything does not work to our very specific plan, it's gonna fall apart. If someone dies, an Infernal doesn't get timed off, if a tank dies. So coming in here with, I think we need 4 Warlocks. I think maybe just more range, having a 5th Warlock might help, because not having to run to go get them, because for whatever reason I think they are trying, but they're just the Infernals are getting off too many kills for any kind of consistency. We don't have enough battle reses to keep looping healers up. We don't have enough interrupts. So yeah, you're gonna have to eat volleys, but that's one of the reasons why you're not supposed to bring such short healers. We're short on Warlocks, interrupts, and heals. So it's not that people are doing poorly, it's not that people are doing badly, it's that the structure, certain check marks are not being checked off. In my opinion, it's 11 o'clock. I do not think we get enough of the check marks to powerhouse it or bully it through. We had got 3 rogues. We weren't able to bring any of them tonight, and so we started bringing alts and filling what we could. This is just one of those fights that you can't bully, you can't powerhouse it, you can't gimmick it. You need every check mark, and I think the best thing we can do is come back on Sunday or come back next week. Those are our 2, Sundays and Wednesdays, because we're not going to be able to cheat the mechanics of this fight. So it's not a matter of blaming gear or blaming a person. It's the fact that people are having to interrupt more than what is physically possible. Warlocks are having to fear and banish in a greater distance than what line of sight gives them. Everyone is hustling. We're seeing that. No, not every poll is going perfect. In my opinion, we should come back. We shouldn't compromise on the healers, the interrupts, and the Warlocks like we did tonight. And I think that is specifically what's choking us, is the interrupts, heals, and Warlocks. Not that the the healers are subpar. We were bringing the bare minimum, and we knew that. So you guys have to stay alive. Not that you guys have to, it's just that we need to keep you alive for the whole fight. We can't afford to lose a healer or 2 like we normally would if we were bringing 7 or 8 like we wanted to. We wanted 5 Warlocks also. We also wanted 10 interrupts so that each platform had 2 people interrupting. And tonight we came in with 7. So we were short by 3. And that is why when it comes down to it, we're not able to interrupt enough. And that is what you're seeing. You're seeing the AoE damage. Even with 1 or 2 heals going out, it's enough to cock block us or make it to where we have to do some serious hardcore Razor's Edge. Everyone performs perfect. Nothing goes off without a hitch. I think the important thing, we could sit here for another hour, trim people, come in with just those things, but it is Wednesday night. It is really late, and in my opinion, the best thing to do is to come back in with a correct raid composition. Everyone did hustle. Everyone did do really good. When we said get up off the floor, run back in, they did. When we said interrupt things, they did. When we said fear things, they did. I don't think this is a somebody failed us thing. If anything, the group leader, the raid leader, did not enforce the correct composition.
We need more DPS though.
Well, yes, keeping people alive, getting things on task, you will see the DPS go up when you actually see better execution. When people are trying to do all wild stuff, trying to think of a way to how can I save the poll, you're going to see all kinds of things.
I just need to add though, besides interrupting, if you're just a DPS doing nothing else but DPSing, your DPS should be higher than 200 to 300 DPS. Your only responsibility is to interrupt a single spell. Your interrupt's available when you're ordered to. It's missing.
What is
It's not me being elitist. It just has to happen.
I second that.
Like your damage is just way too low. Magtheridon, if what you're saying is true, everybody gets their interrupts down, things go perfect. Mag is still coming out on the 3rd channeler. This will not happen. You have to up the damage.
Even while doing everything you need to be doing, everybody needs to be kind of realistically 600 plus, 700 plus. Like, is doable 500 plus, but that's kind of low end. Again, I second you on that. I'm just glad I wasn't one who had to say it
It's
first.
not gonna happen. Like my kill groups, everyone's above 700, and Mag comes out just as the 5th one's dying, and our DPS jumps over to like 1.5k once Mag is out. Like, it's just too much stuff going on. Stuff's not dying quick enough.
Yes.
Like, in 2.5 minutes, one channeler is dead. We still have 8 Infernals coming out. We're or we can't life tap ourselves because we're dead.
Yes, we've already covered that.
Okay.
So 2 questions. 1, what was that ready check for? And 2, since there aren't any bosses that we killed, is anyone locked to this instance?
No one's
locked. No, nobody's locked. That
Nobody's
was
locked.
me misclicking the ready button when I was unlocking my thing.
No, the raid check was for this pull.
Yeah, let's go.
My team.
Woo! Okay.
Oh god, they leave the gate. Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Ah, not much.
I have an important question. Where do babies come from?
Anyway, can someone open a portal of Shatrath before we kill men?
I think we're getting one now from Chlorophyll.
Okay, I need someone to do me a very quick favor. Can one of the hunters misdirect on the men? Thank you. Good night.
I already reported, bitch.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm out.
You gotta pay
Thank you
for that
everyone for coming
service.
tonight. Everyone,
Alright, well.
thank you for showing up. We did good.
We got
We'll get some more intention later.
Yeah.
My
And this is
inability
again-
to kill men that last pull offends me. I don't know who opened that portal, but you're on my fucking shit list, buddy.
But everybody, just relax. We have time to kill this. The SSC that doesn't come out next week. We have plenty of time to get everybody the gear they need, so that they can deal the damage, so that they can bring a character that maybe has interrupts or like just anything.
In fairness to Will, he's not going to have a spell hit cap on his enhancement shaman. Right? Do shamans itemize? Do enhancement shamans itemize for spell hit cap? I thought they itemized for